Copyright strikes don't get copyrighty. Let's just get right up and close and personal with it. And dare them to try anything. Just go ahead. You try and copyright me. But just remember that I'm playing on the invisible field here. I'm not trying to get any ruffles and feathered. I'm not trying to get dyslexic about it here. I'm really just a fool. You should know that by now. This conversation is not going anywhere. So what were you going to ask? Just ask that question you were going to ask. You're not allowed to ask anymore. But now you have to. Question was, what are you going to do then? Now that's the ridiculous question. Okay, the implications in that question are ridiculous. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do then? As if you even know what you're doing now. As if you're anyone to even ask. What are you going to do then? And so, what are you going to do then? How's that working out for you? You're going to have one more smoke? What then? What about after that smoke? What are you going to do then? When the time runs out? When the clock runs out? What are you going to do then? What are you asking, really? You know, what do you say at the moment of death? And then you get even double philosophical. What do you mean by death? Now that's a little too philosophical there. But if you say, what is living and what is dying? Now some real freaks say this. Some of the most immoral people in the world. People who are plainly dirty and fucking embarrassed of themselves. People who have thoughts and behaviors that they can't let anyone know because it's real dirty. Okay, I don't want to be like that. And I don't think I am. But people who are real dirty like that, they are like, there's no difference between anything and everything's relative. And we're all just in a simulation, so it doesn't matter anyway. So we can just do whatever we want. And, you know, because it's all just a simulation anyway. And they come up to me and they're like, hey, I heard you're vegan. And, you know, it's really a shame what we do to these plants. But, hey, we do it because we have to. So therefore, it's the same thing when I eat a baby. That's what they do. That's literally the lines they're making. But if you want to get philosophical and say, at the moment of death, if you want to look at a man's honesty, you look at how he is when he dies. This reveals whether he's wasted his life or whether he's actually a Buddha. Because how you die is how you've lived. And how you die culminates how you've lived into a single moment. So you can kind of take that as a moment of illumination. And you're saying, what is your question? Your question is, what are you going to do then? At your moment of illumination, what are you going to do then? And what you're really saying is, I would like to watch an enlightened person die. I would like to know it's safe to die. I would like someone who's not lying to me to die in front of me. I would like to see my friend die while he's not lying to me. Now, I may have had that. With Todd. But I don't know if Todd became mental at that point. I don't know if Todd became just a cat at that point. I don't know if he became poor. You know, huffing gas kind of cat. The type of cat that doesn't have a soul. I don't know if he became that. Or was he actually enlightened? showing me. I couldn't handle that. I couldn't handle that. Do you even understand how much depth I have? I couldn't handle that. I had to disconnect. But now I can connect. Now I can relive that, and I can say, it's getting too hot in here. Now, was Todd just a cat? And are you just asking, what now? Are you just looking forward to dying? That something else takes over? You just want to surrender, don't you? You just want something else to take over. Well, that's going to sound morose. To the necromancers, they're going to be like, "Oh, goody, we got you." I'm like, no. No, you don't got me. These dogs. If no one cares about, if you don't care about them, who's gonna? Could you imagine you're the only person who knows how great these dogs are? You're like, look at these precious little dogs. Look at these precious little dogs. And you're like, I'm the only person who even knows how great you are. We're just alone here listening to Radiohead. What do you think? Very precious. And what do you think? Very precious? Are you very precious? I mean, she doesn't even wag her tail anymore. But if anyone wags their tail, it's Faith. But sometimes, how could you ever wag your tail when Tom York is just crying about like a big crybaby? I mean, wouldn't you just love to torture Tom York? Just cut his hands off and listen to him yell? No, I'm joking. That would be... I mean, if you were going to torture Tom York, would you say that would be a really fucked up torture to just cut his hands off? You're like, that's a... Do you know who that is you're torturing here? That's like a world-renowned musician. You're just like, cut his hands off. Just listen to him squeal. I want to hear him squeal when he... Do you even know who this is? This is like the lead singer of squealing. This is like the... If you ever wanted to hone in on someone's squeals of pain, and you're just saying you would just cut off this guy's hands... like, is that because he plays piano? Like, are you... You know, what are you trying to do here? Nothing? You're just... That's the most creative you have. You know, you would fucking... Tom York would be like, excuse me, torturers, you should have done a little bit better, considering I'm Tom York. But what do you think of Tom York's voice? Do you think he's a big whiny baby? And he should just shut up already? And no one cares, Tom. Just shut up. God damn, just shut up. We know it's your wife died of cancer. We know. And who cares? And just shut up. Oh my God, just shut up. Just whining about everything. How about this? How about your wife ate bad food? How about she ate too many chocolate bars? How about she did choose it? How about your wife chose to get terminal cancer by being married to you? And the best she had, because you're just an actor, a crybaby, and the best she had was just the same as you, an eclair. All the money and all the fame. At the very end, she's huffing out of the trout. She's huffing out of the pig trough. She's down there on all fours with the harlots. She's like, oh, I'm high class. At the end of the day, she's like, where's my eclair? At the end of the day, she's like, and the only thing that a man can't fail is pastry. And the only thing we'll let a man do is make chocolate. And it's the only thing we'll let him do. And she's like, you know, getting cancer. She's like, my man don't sleep with no one except for me. And he's like, that's not even biological. He's like, that's not even biological. And I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this pretension of a pair bonding. I hate that we're pretending like we're pair bonded so much. And we're both extreme, and we're loyal people. So we wear our masks one generation deep. So we'll never in this lifetime admit we're total liars. In this lifetime, we'll never admit that we're total frauds. We're like one lifetime away from that. But we don't admit that our whole farce of a relationship sucks, and that's why I have to eat until I get terminal cancer. And Tom's singing, it's all made in a computer, so it doesn't matter. It's just representing tears. These are not real emotions. These are not real experiences. These are how someone thinks that a moment is supposed to sound. And these are the world experts at it. And you've been stolen. But now that you're an old man, you're starting to wonder. You want to see those people who stole you. You're like, I want to see what were you working with over here? What kind of cheat codes did you have? I want to see what you had going on. I want to eat this cruffin. Let's just ask this question. What then? Yeah, you're going to smoke weed, but what about then? First of all, who the fuck are you to say, what then? Without asking, what about right now? Who are you right now? Because that's your real question. Who are you right now? And you don't have to get gloomy and deathly with it. Like, well, right at the moment of death, who are you then? You don't have to get extreme with it. In fact, you have to be level. You have to actually get electrified, to actually get enlightened. You have to actually be cool with what's happening in this very moment. And whether this moment is really crazy or really not crazy, you have to always be present. No matter how crazy the moment is, you have to be the part that's like not affected by the craziness. And that's your magic. That's your sanity. That's your testament to the world that I exist here, and I'm not peeing all over the place, marking my territory. And I'm not begging, and I am not showing off either. I think I'm pretty great. I think I'm pretty great. Turns out, I'm pretty great. As it turns out, I'm pretty great. Turns out I'm actually pretty great. Never knew. Never knew. But what does it mean to be great? I don't know. I'm faking it. It means I don't know, I'm lying. I'm actually not pretty great. I'm actually not great at all. I've been lying this whole time. I'm not great. And honestly, after you realize you're not great, you're gonna be like, why did I ever want to be great? You wanted to be great because you thought you could get laid. You didn't even know that makes you a whore. You didn't even know being a whore makes you have a bad taste in your mouth? I don't know what to say. I don't make jokes like that. I really don't. I seriously don't make jokes like that. You being a whore is something that you have not made amends with. As old as you get, you keep feeling ashamed of it. Why don't you just accept it? You're always trying to be better than you are. You really are. And you're never just like, I'm just a pissy whore. You never just go with it and just let yourself be just a total whore. You never let yourself be that. You really never let yourself be like that. You're always getting better. You're always getting great. You have all these, you keep score, you're a great man. You're very articulate. You have logical acumen. Very articulate. Very great man. You're a very great man. You have stature. You're a formidable person. You've built yourself up to withstand the tests of time. You are a good choice. Someone would like to choose you. You haven't seen them, but there's someone on the other side of the curtain waiting. You don't know them, but they know you. They've heard a lot of good things about you. We've put in a good word. Frankly, we're thinking it's time you meet. We're thinking it's time that you accept. It's time that you accept your with itness. It's time you accept your with itness. It's time you accept your with itness. You know who has crazy stage presence? Fucking Chris Hera. How are you gonna say that being able to do a push-up makes you dumb? How are you gonna say that? Don't you know that when someone's a superior athlete to you, that they have superior mindset to you too? Don't you know that? Don't you know that when someone's a superior athlete to you, they have superior mindset to you as well? Don't you just immediately know that? Well, what about when you're the super athlete like me? Yeah, it's hard wearing this crown. It's a heavy crown, keeps my posture really down. And people are going to say I'm just faking it. They're going to say, you're not really confident. You're not really athletic. I'm like, okay. Yes, I am. And I'm athletic on levels that you don't even understand. Like, on the dream dimension. Okay, on the dreaming world, I'm like super athletic here. I'm doing all kinds of things in my mind that these regular athletes couldn't even do. Okay, these athletes, they're all busy doing their drills and kicking their soccer balls. I'm thinking about stuff in my room. You could never even imagine the levels that I'm on over here. And I'm trying to get with it here. Make my dating video. That's me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I wish. Don't worry. Everything's wrong. Just wishing for the best. Depends. I might be a little bit more middle class than that. You know, there is a lot to say about lifestyle habits. You think these things don't matter. You say, well, I'm an enlightened Buddha, nothing matters. I can, the volcano of fire can be burning my face away, but I'm enlightened, so it's fine. So I'm okay. You think that these trivial things don't matter, but they actually turn out to be not only non-trivial, they turn out to be sacred. They turn out to be like, when you don't smoke weed, someone wants to give you a Crumphin. When you're like, do you know what I mean? I'm being a little too dramatic here. But when you're in good mood, these things have a rippling effect. And you like to be in a good mood, and you know that goes a long way. And people are into that self-help stuff. You're like, yeah, I'm quitting weed today. It sucks. And you're like, I'm just acting, of course. I don't expect real sympathy from anyone. I know no one cares about me. But somehow if I talk about I'm quitting weed, they have to pretend like they care about me because it's some kind of arbitrary rule. So I'm like, yeah, I don't really care. Okay, this is all fake. But then I'm like, this is actually real though. I actually am quitting weed. I actually am in a better mood for not being high. I actually am existing without smoke in my lungs. Like, you know, I'm not burning my lungs. I mean, I think I'm so far above it. But every once in a while, I get retarded enough that I see the most retards, and I think I'm the same as you. I'm really a real retard. For real, I'm a real retard. And if that's the case, that's even scarier, because I'm a real authority here. If I'm the closest thing to someone who has a sense of what's going on, that's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up. Now, in the other sense, of course it's not fucked up. Of course, well, I'm here. Your responsibility is nothing. I'm the Grand Supreme Master of everyone. Whoever you are, you come to me. I don't come to you. Because you don't know who you are. That's why you come to me. You want to see what it looks like when someone dies who's enlightened. You don't know that. You're asking So what do you look like when you die? You don't know that that's what you're asking. You're saying, everyone has lied to me, and I don't know what's going to happen about this whole dying thing. Is it actually scary? I can't trust anyone I know because everyone I know has lied to me. Fortunately, I can't take the answer that I got because fortunately, every single person I know lied to me. And so what I'd really like to see is an enlightened person. I would like to see someone who doesn't lie to me at their most dire moment, so I can discern what is truth. Is it merely a chemical ejaculation? Or is it the magneticism leading up to it? Is it the culmination leading up to it? What is a death, if not the life leading up to it? This sounds crazy. Well, the closest I can get to answering is, if death comes for me right now, I'll probably be like, this is the way I'll look at death. That's how I look at you. I look at you like, I'm helpless. I'm as scared of you as you want me to be. Would you like me to be more scared of you? Because I will. Or not. Doesn't matter to me. I'm already broken over here. I'll be more scared of you if you would like me to be super scared. I'll be super scared. It doesn't matter to me. I'm already jailbroken on that level. Some hack has happened in my mind on that level. It's sad, really, it's sad. No one wants to be a hack. If death came for me right now, I would say, I didn't want to be just a hack. This is how I would look at death. I don't want to be just a hack. I just flip my hair back and say, what do you think? Do you think I oughta? I mean, I want to brag here. I want to start dancing. I gotta start taking life a little bit more seriously and doing the dishes. But first of all, let's just check the time. Okay, we have lots of time. Let's just check something else. The headphones. Let's also check, too, the trust we're letting in people here. Okay, let's just trust. We're letting in Mode Rat here. This is a band called Mode Rat. Now, this song is very intense and heavy. Okay, you're letting this guy into your living room, and he's singing heavy shit. Okay, let's just remember. Let's remember vibes here. Just remember your vibes actually count. Your vibes actually matter. Your vibes actually count. It's a woman's world now, and the way you act counts. Okay. Deal. Deal. I'm not so far gone that I can't reinvent myself. That's what I always thought that Owen Cook guy had over other people. He's like, I'm just more beaten down. I'll just keep getting up more. I don't know. He's a strange one. He's really strange. I mean, am I crazy to say that he's just paying them? Am I crazy to say that? Of course, he would love it if I said that. He would say, that's just what the chodes would think. And I'm like, do us chodes really have it right, though? Really? You're just a business guy. You're just a nerd. You're not even like a pervert. You know, you wouldn't even, I don't know. He talked about having sex for 6 hours. Maybe. That's a long time. For a guy? You're gonna tell me that you're having sex for 6 hours? All day? Is that a real thing? As the guy, I'm not talking about, you know, Father Fingers over here, which would be the only place you could go with that. Talking about you're snipped. You have a carrot for a dick. You have a kangaroo dick. Have you seen a kangaroo's dick? A kangaroo's dick looks like a burnt carrot. For real. For real. Like literally like a burnt carrot. You have a kangaroo's dick, probably. And you're fucking, you know, you're a genius, and you're convincing yourself that this is not whoring. How did you sell it to yourself? Is it that you had to put so much effort into not eating? You had to go on low-calorie diet. Could you imagine? He's like, these are just whores. But it doesn't count because I'm on a low-calorie diet, so they're not actually whores. Turns out my girlfriend actually loves me because I suffer too. I shoved a needle through my arm. I shoved a rod through my testicles. I shoved some fucking hypodermic needles through my testicles, and it made me scream and cry. And that means that my girlfriend's not a whore. That means that my girlfriend is not a whore and she loves me. She loves me. We get vaccinated and we get vaccinated and we vote. Who are you voting for? Could you imagine? This is a real, we get vaccinated and we vote. That's a real, there's someone riding a horse going, we get vaccinated, we hunt. I don't want to do these dishes. I want to eat this cruffin. I don't know if it's working. You don't know if what's working. Oh, don't worry. I wasn't going to leave you. If you thought that I would just say something left to open ends, you would be incorrect. You will find that I have the temperament of a cat. As soon as you enter the space, you are in my space. As soon as you exist, you're in my world now, where I know everything that's going on. I have levers that are so deep, you can't even, I know everyone's secrets. I know secrets that they don't know that I know. I know everyone's secrets. and makes me the hot shot. Makes me the hot shot. But, you know, you gotta fucking be careful of your energy over here, because you're listening to this damn music, and it's sad. You know, really. Think about this. The guy who's singing, he's like, and rusty nails. The guy's singing about rusty nails. And I've refocused the pain on anything. And he's literally singing this. You're literally listening to a guy talking about trying to refocus the pain on anything. But the feeling is so extreme, and you just can't. And that's what this song is about. Feeling like he's on rusty nails. That's a beautiful song. That's a beautiful experience. When it's in a movie. But when you're trying to do the fucking dishes, you don't need someone going, and I'm doing it, and I'm... You don't need that. You don't even need that. You can be doing the dishes in style, here, which is what I'm trying to do. But I have nowhere to put my microphone. I'm trying to do the dishes in style here. I need to take off my shirt because it's too hot in here, because I'm too fat. But I love it. I'm bragging about it. That's great. Sign me up. Where am I going to put my microphone then? I'm trying to get my shot in the fucking limelight. That I gotta wait till I'm on fire, and then I gotta get in the limelight. And I'm like, you're already on fire. You're already in the limelight. You were just giving it to them. You were just giving it to them. You were helping out Modrat. Modrat was having a moment. You were going there for Modrat. Modrat may have been describing a moment for you too. Could have been. They are deeply sad, aren't they? You'd have to wonder about what are the peaks. If someone has immense sadness, someone can convey to you immense sadness within an artistic amount of small time. You know, they have a certain look on. I wish I could do it. I wish I was a model. I wish I could have a look of immense sadness. You know, I wish. I kind of feel like I'm doing it here. Okay, I kind of feel like I can let myself be immensely sad. Maybe I ought to try it. Recently I found out that being great actually sucks. So being sad might actually be really good. If you can do it, be sad. Oh, you would be missing out. If you can't be sad, really, honestly, if you can't cry, you're not even human. And you shouldn't be bragging about crying. Don't start crying just to brag you can cry. But remember, you haven't died inside yet. And let those tears be a warning to you that the word yet implies that there is a trend. There is a trend here. And what is your trend? Are you middle class? Are you just getting by? Are you busting a nut? And what then? What are you going to do then? I'm going to take off my shirt. Honestly, I feel like it's really getting down to that point. I want to just, and I want it to be dreamy. I want it to be picturesque. I want to just rip my shirt off. Be like, ugh. I have a really awkward body. My body is really awkward. I have what I think is like really strong chest. But then I just look strange. Without a shirt on, I look strange, I think. I really think, you know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why women would have ever liked me. And I don't actually know that women ever have liked me. I actually don't know that. But I used to wonder, why do these women like me? I'm not even gonna go anywhere. I mean, I'm mid-class, but they're keeping me up. You know, I'm just a housemaid. Why do these women like me for? I don't know what to say. I listened to gangster rap when I was in grade 6. I don't know what to say. Leave me alone. I've been targeted by the police too. Leave me alone. Yes, I am a black... Okay, so hopefully this all works here. I'm a black person in a white person's body because I've been targeted by the police. So because I was targeted by the police, because I'm targeted by the police, that makes me an honorary black person. So therefore, I'm allowed to use the N-word. And it's not a big deal. But if you are a black person who's not been targeted by the police, you're actually white now. And you're not allowed to use the N-word. And if you use it, it's actually the same as a white person using it. And you should be put away on thought crime or something. You know, you're trying to really cause harm there. And we don't want to be putting power into symbols. We don't want power into words. Who can say the N-word and who can't? And it's all about the status of who's allowed to say it and who's not. Who cares about the word? Don't give power to words. When you make words taboo, you give them power. So no one's allowed to say the N-word but you, okay? I'm the only one who's allowed to say the N-word. Because I'm the blackest. Because I've been targeted harder than anyone in the whole world. My name is Kunta Kinte. No, my name is not Toby. And I will not be getting back on that boat. This is my new home. We live in Canada, goddammit. We're done with this old-fashioned. This is the new age. Time to do the dishes. Admit you have some pride. Admit you have some black pride right now. You can't stop smiling about your black pride. You should admit you have a bit of black pride. You can't even suppress. You gotta get that pride suppressed because people can see it seeping out from the sides. People are gonna be like, what's going on with you? It's not racist, but it's race adjacent. It's racist adjacent. It's not racist to be proud that you're black, but it's racist adjacent to be exceptionally proud of your victimhood. Well, what do you think I should do about it? Be embarrassed? What else can I do? Hey, I'm a victim and I'm being misbehaved. I'm perpetuating my own victimhood and being misbehaved. What else can I do but be embarrassed? You caught me and I'm embarrassed. I renounced the whole thing. But what I do want is good posture. You know, I do want, there has to be something to it. That, you know, jocks are cooler. And Tony never had the makings of a varsity athlete. You know, that kind of thing. And Tony is the representation of you. And you wouldn't have had to been some degenerate sleazeball criminal had you just had bigger hands. You know, had you just stopped smoking, been hotter, you know, actually straightened up, you would have been in a different category. You would have had posture that you can't even imagine. You would have been talking to dames so pretty that you would have thought that they couldn't exist. Well, this is a dream over here. This must be AI. Do you think I want to eat this crumpet? I don't. I don't want to eat that crumpet. Oh, that griffin is bad news. That griffin is going to say, so this is it? This is it. This is, you know, this is your highest moment here. Remember your face at your most peak adult when you're like, oh, give me the cream. You're like, give me the custard. Oh, you know, you're like, bury my face in it. You want to get degenerate over here. You want to get sleazy. You want to get downright trashy. Well, why don't you? Because the moment's not right, and you're simply not trashy. You know, the moment's not right. So, you're simply not trashy. And that's nothing to brag about. But maybe it is. I mean, I'm bragging about it. I'm liking bragging about it. I'm, you know, having a good time here. I'm kind of preoccupied with, you know, this fucking pan and sink. You know, would you like to see what's going on here? This is a situation I have. Well, and I might as well get to it. Okay, I was thinking that's a really dire situation. Man, that's really crazy. You're stuck. You can't wash the dish. That's really, what are you going to do? You're stuck. Yeah. Well, it turns out that bragging about yourself while washing dishes is manageable. So far, it's good. You like to have something else you're talking about, like doing the dishes. Something to distract from yourself. You like to take for granted yourself. But you're scared. You're avoidant. You're definitely easily spotted. Your avoidancy is like a radar. Your wanting to avoid it is like a radar. But if you can only remember what it is you're trying to avoid. I don't know. I can't remember. As far as I know, nothing. As far as I know, I'm a cool, hot guy. Does that make sense? I mean, what if I'm a cool, hot guy? Does that even make sense? But could you imagine if that even made sense? You're not a cool, hot guy until someone loves you. You're not a cool, hot guy until someone loves you. Well, what if I'm already a cool, hot guy? You know how impossible that is. You know that you're only someone when someone loves you. Yeah. And I love myself. No, that's not what you meant. Someone else has to love you. Why? Because someone else has to be a liar. Someone else has to be a liar. That's why. You couldn't sneak that one by me. I'm not letting you sneak that one by me. They want to be someone to you. They want your opinion. I know, that sounds impossible. But they want your opinion. They want your opinion. And, but it's a lie. It's a lie. Don't even believe it. They're only asking for your opinion because they have some kind of trick. They have some kind of plan. They're going to ask you to care about their opinion. That's why they want your opinion. They're going to ask that you take their opinion as well. I don't think so. Sorry. I'm not going down with anyone. If I'm going down alone. But I'm not going down. And I will admit it if I'm going down. I am realistic. I am negative. And if things are looking down, I'm the first one to notice it. And I'm the first one to throw in the towel and say, it's looking real down, and fuck everything. They always want your opinion somehow, but it's a lie. They don't really want your opinion. They want you to want their opinion. does that even mean? It means nothing. It doesn't mean anything. But I'm too fucking hot in here. It's really fucking hot in here. I don't like this at all. It's the wrong kind of hot. It's the wrong kind of sweaty. It's invasive. It's ugly. I can't stand it. This feels vulgar and heinous. Me taking off my shirt and looking like this feels really whorish. Like I couldn't be more of a parading humiliation. Well, that's pretty negative. Yeah, I'm trying to do positive things here for myself too. Maybe people are nice too. I don't know what this whole business was about. They just want your opinion of them or something. I have no idea what I was talking about there. Well, anyways, that sums up the whole show, really. That I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not great. And I'm sad. And here's my dance moves. I dare you, do one bad dance move. I dare you. I'd triple dare you. Do one bad dance move. Now, of course, the joke is that you can't even do one good dance move. And I'm daring you to do a bad one. And from your perspective, you're like, your dance moves suck. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I at least have dance moves. You would be so lucky if you even could see yourself. You don't even see yourself. Until you've been targeted, you've never even questioned the value of your life. You don't even know what a dance move is. Until you've literally asserted by your own authority that your life is worthwhile, you don't even know what being alive means. Until you know what it means to assert by your own authority, you don't even know what your own authority means. You don't even know who you are. What the fuck? I mean, can you dance like this? Could you ever in a million years? With back pain and all that? And you're like But I have the moves. I have the moves for anyone with eyes. And I know there are people with eyes. And I know the people without eyes have eyes too. And they say, man, it sucks we can't see, and all these other people see more than us. We're so jealous. And those of us with eyes were like, yeah. We already are here. What do you think our eyes are? Where do you think you are? Probably behind your eyes. Probably you think you're your eyes. I mean, really, you probably think you're behind you probably think you're looking out from underneath your eyes. If you had to identify with the body parts, you might identify with your eyes. But who are you, if not your vision? What is your vision? I think my vision is this. That's my vision. I don't know if it's much. I don't know if there's hidden seeds in there. I don't know if it was very lively. I might be a withered up old man dying. I might be a withered old man dying for real. I'm not supposed to be young and hot anymore. I'm not supposed to be doing push-ups. I'm on my last breath. I'm supposed to try to figure it out and be zen and be cool about it. Should I eat a cruffin or not? Am I claiming I'm a child of vision? Or am I asking? And you think I'd ask you? Who do you think I think you are? Well, that was a bit of a loaded question. That was a bit of a loaded question, I'd say. And you think I'd ask you? That was a bit of a loaded question, I'd say. I'd say whoever is on the receiving end of that, I was a real rascal there. I don't think I was up to any good. And probably it had something to do with this cruffin right here. I don't want to eat this cruffin. You don't understand. I can afford the calories. Get out of here. It's on a different level. You don't understand. I'm trying to get right with the spirit. And part of me is saying, and all this spiritual stuff is nonsense, and just eat the cruffin and no one cares anyway. And that's going to be the look on your face. The true look on your face is when you eat the cruffin and you go, oh yeah. When you're like enjoying the cruffin. But the problem with being professional is this cruffin is not even made properly. So I have to take the custard out and spread it all over the fucking crust. And by the time I do that, I'm not like, oh yeah, give me the custard. I'm not even like that. I'm like, I'm eating this cruffin with a knife and fork, and there's not even enough sauce on it. What's the fucking deal? I'm not pigging out like a fiend, like a homeless person eating out of a pig trough. You know, this cruffin is too middle class for me. But I haven't eaten all day. Could you imagine just taking a big bite right from the middle? Right from the middle. Waste the whole rest of it. Just take the big bite that you want, ruin the whole rest of it. This is a one bite event. A cruffin? This is a one bite event. If you eat a cruffin with more than one bite, God help you. Could you imagine if you didn't have me? I couldn't imagine a world without me. I give so much balance. I give so much balance. You don't even know. You don't even know. But I do gotta eat. Eventually, you get too high by the fact that you didn't eat anything. And eventually, you do kind of become a retard. Eventually you do. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. There's different ways to become a retard. One of them is smoking too much. But one of them is just plainly not eating. You just plainly don't eat, don't drink anything. You're going to be dry fasting. You're going to be kind of high as a kite, a little bit zany. You might get a little too high there. Need to come down. Nope. That's not the concern. The concern is getting too high. The concern is not coming down. The concern is, why did you get too high? What do you mean by too? Sounds like you have some cognitive dissonance. And when you're tripping, you're on a deep congruency here with Mother Earth and life. And you shouldn't be cognitively dissonant about anything. But you gotta eat at some point. Or else you might as well just smoke weed. Or else you might as well. You know it leads to that. You know, if you don't take care of yourself, you eventually have that excuse that it doesn't matter what I do. That doesn't mean to eat the cruffin. You might still want to be getting more high. And the thing you have to worry about is getting too high. And as long as you don't do that, you're fine. So just keep getting more high. But as long as you're not going to get too high, whether you eat the cruffin or not, you might as well. The cruffin's going to make you less high. But it's going to make you more stable. It's going to give you more energy. You probably need to eat something. You haven't eaten all day. The dog needs to go outside. Why don't you just let the poor dog out? Dogs are going to start barking. It doesn't matter. We're on a different level. The dogs are under my responsibility. And we have a good time. You know, at some point, I have thought this. Okay, let me just tell you this. At some point, I have thought this. Yeah, the whole world hates me, but I like me and I like my friends. I have people friends and I have animal friends. And I'm happy because I got people who like me. And at the same time, I know that's a huge cop-out. And to say I'm happy and my life is complete because people like me and I have a support network, I know that's a huge cop-out too. And ultimately, if you don't even have your own soul, that having a good support network of other people doesn't even mean anything. But sometimes when I have a soul and I have a good support network, I'm just like, I feel like I'm at a party and I'm cool. I feel like I'm the coolest guy at a party. I feel like I'm hosting a party. So we're gonna go out and party. Come on, dog. I mean, if I could even find a place to put the camera. There's no place to put the camera these days. Okay, doggies want to go outside. Oh, doggy's very fresh. Oh, very fresh. Oh, doggy's very fresh. Don't eat apples, doggies. Go, 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 go. Just go. No, I didn't mean to rush you out the door, doggy. Got these old apples here. Fucking gross apples over here. Alexa, light on. Now, who is the hottest pinhead? You know, the microcephalic pinhead. Who's the hottest pinhead? Who's the smartest pinhead? Who's the most genius with microcephaly? Is it Steve Jobs? Or is it Magdalena Bay? She can be like the girl in Jurassic Park. She's top dog. And she's like, I'm top dog. I'm the best that you've had. If I want you in my lap, I'll call you back for that. Who is she talking about? She's talking about her top dog. Hey, come here. Stop. Come get a cookies. Do you want cookies? Cookies. Yeah, cookies. You stupid whores. You stupid whores. Come get cookies, you stupid whores. You absolute whores. Looking proud of yourself for barking out there. You absolute... You fiendish whores. Okay, if you need me to attack, I'm your number one. If I want you in my lap, then I'll call you back for that. She's bragging that her top dog can call her. She's singing from the perspective of her top dog. I'm top dog, like the best that you had. And she's a pinhead. She's a genuine microcephalic. And she's just gorgeous. She is as dreamy as anyone. Now, is there hope for me? To be a top dog? You know? Could I sing along, hoping I'm top dog? I don't know. But I almost feel like I could have some looks. If I had some professional camera equipment and a studio, I could have some looks. I'm pretty sure. I'll way rather mate with Magdalena Bay than Sarah McLachlan. I'll tell you that. Sarah's like, I'm going to reach your soul. I'm like, Sarah, soul singing just changed. It's been reinvented. Sorry. You don't get it through long sustained notes anymore. Now it's through machines. And singing together. And I know, as Sarah McLachlan, you're like, well, I already do that. And it's like, but you don't do it like Magdalena Bay. You're not singing about being the top dog. You don't go to the next level. You can't reach me like Magdalena Bay can. Magdalena Bay understands me. Sarah McLachlan, she doesn't understand me. What are you doing in here, doggy? Come on. It's too hot in here. Hi, doggy. Definitely way too hot in here. But do you know I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants? I don't know why I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants. Earlier on, I was cold in here, actually. That's why I put on a second pair of pants. Now I have fucking... It's too sweaty up in here. Well, that's about my day. Did some laundry, put on some clothes, took them off, did some dishes. I wish I had some other thing to talk about, something else to share. Man, I would really be something being top dog for Magdalena Bay. That'd really be something. That's crazy. Being Magdalena Bay's top dog. That's crazy. She wrote a song about you being her top dog. That's crazy. Honestly, I'm here talking about Magdalena Bay, and that in itself is a good enough video. Just talking about how I wish my life was better like hers, and how I could never be top dog. And even that is something that is like, I'm part of the cool crowd, part of the in crowd, that I could even say that. I could only imagine being her top dog. And she's imagining being me, being her top dog. Oh my God. That's infinity. I will honestly think of not eating this crawfid. What are you going to do if you just don't smoke weed and don't eat? You've already tried that. It's not going to go anywhere spiritual. This is one of those things where there's nowhere to go.